bonus episode of Coffee and Beats taste tester episode. Yes, album taste test. That's what I'm going to be doing in this particular episode. Hey, I missed out on a lot of albums, reviewing a lot of albums. I was out for a whole month. I had a lot of things going on, so I couldn't get to listening to a lot of albums. I have been listening along the way to some, and I'm just going to put them out in the forefront for you to try out. Our first taste tester album is LaBlue, and the name of this album is called Blue Phases. Now, this features two artists, one a producer by the name of LaBlue, who collaborates with singer Astrønne to give us a silky smooth soul album which left me speechless. And this is a beautiful album that features 11 songs, clocking in at around 38 minutes. Now, my brief thoughts on this project: this is a double album and it's a mesmerizing experience which features very rich production from LaBlue, smooth, restful vocals from Astrønne herself, presenting us with a smooth combination of English and French sounds. And I strongly recommend this album to anybody looking for something smooth with some jazzy production. You won't be disappointed. Check out some of the key songs like Keep It Smooth, Blue, and you know what I mean. If you speak French, you understand that. But hey, check this album out. It might land on my end of the year list, but it will be in my so far good albums list coming up in June. So I really enjoy this one. LaBlue, Astrønne, keep on bringing that fire. Up next, we got Baird with Birdsongs Volume 3. This is the final of the Birdsongs trilogy by Baltimore producer and multi-instrumentalist Baird. Now, this features 7 tracks, clocking in at around 21 minutes, so it's a pretty quick listen. This diverse range of music is very pleasant to the ears. It's a very pleasant experience with some nice production and very fuzzy vocals from Baird himself. The album is not as coherent as its predecessors, but Baird still hits you with a couple of good, catchy tracks here and there. And so please give this one a listen. You might like it, you might not. Key tracks to check for would be Backbone, Lianne, and On My Mind Part 2. So check those tracks out, and I'm sure you will like them. Give them a taste and let me know what you think. Up next, we got Sunni Cologne with JuJu and the Flowerbug, and this is the new album from Sunni Cologne, which is his third studio project, featuring 10 songs, rounding off at about a half hour. Now, although I think this album falls a couple of steps short of his previous release, I still think this is another solid project from Sunni. This is a very smooth and eloquent soul album with some very sensually charged production. This is definitely a share the aux with your missus album. Couple of tracks to check out: Universe for 2, Less is More, and also Vertigo, which I think is a very big highlight on the album. And also check out the track Provide. I think you will like those as well. But shout out to Sunni Cologne for giving us another smooth album. Up next, we got the latest EP from veteran UK MC Funky DL. Now, I've been following Funky DL for about a couple of years now. He comes out with a lot of instrumental projects, and he also has some projects where he's doing half instrumental, half rapping. If you want to hear some good, clean, wholesome hip hop, but not to the point where it sounds corny or too preachy, Still Classic is the album for you. It's a short listen, but definitely some solid production found here. Good bars from Funky DL, and a nice history lesson about his journey in the rap game. The struggles of dropping his first album. He talks about that, the struggles that he had with talking about coming out with his first album and the struggles of getting his name out there in order to survive in a very top-heavy battlefield full of elite MCs. I really enjoyed this project. I think you'll like it as a short listen. Check out tracks Heart, Classic 25, Zakes Gordon and the Homage. So I really enjoyed those tracks. I think you'll like them. Give those tracks a taste too and add them to your playlist and let me know what you think. Last but not least, we got John Carroll Kirby with his 5th studio album, Dance Ancestrals, and this is the 5th studio album from Stone's Throw's own John Carroll Kirby, taking a more electronic approach. John hits us with 9 songs, rounding off at about 37 minutes, and Dance Ancestral is a very complex listen. Not a ton of replay value on this one, but it's very experimental and it's dealing with a lot of different sounds here. So this album is very calming in some spots, but then groovy in other spots. It's very soothing in certain pockets of the record. Some of the melodies on here and some of the harmonies on here are very good. They blend in well with the production and it's very pleasant to the ears. And if you want something that is very mellow and laid back, give this album a sip. I think you will really enjoy it. Check out a couple of songs that I would like to recommend off this one is Pan Dance, Pause on the Ancient Ballcourt,
which I love the name of that song,
Frog Life, and also Massages and Water. I think you will enjoy those. Give those a taste and let me know what you think in the comment section. And hey, taste and see that this music is good. And that will do it for our taste tester episode, our album taste tester episode here on Coffee and Beats. Again, I am your musical barista, Rod the Magnificent. And again, check out my other episode on Toro Imoy. I did a nice review of his new album, Mahal, and some other projects as well. But I'm glad you sat down and took a sample of some of these records. And hopefully you'll be able to add them to your playlist and make your playlist great. I'm your musical barista, Rod the Magnificent. And when it comes to coffee, and when it comes to beats, when it comes to music, stay grounded for life. I will see you on the next one.